We'd like to welcome everybody. Now, Dr. Ben is having some little challenge, some little technical
Hello?
challenges. But anyway, we are going to start. So we want to just remind you some little informations about this webinar. During the webinar, your microphones are going to be locked, just for us to for the presenter of today to present. And then after that, everything will be coming to order, and then you will have the opportunity to ask your question. So, the man who is going to present tonight is a family man. He's somebody who has been in the United States for more than 35 years, and he's somebody who is a man on mission, and we are going to understand why he's on mission. And he's somebody who has a passion about helping humanity, about sharing what he has, and is somebody who is, by the way, an IT engineer, computer engineer.
Okay,
And
go ahead and
today,
start. I'm in, but I can't even hear you guys. This is something's wrong with
okay,
me.
so please, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to this platform Mr. Charles Orson. Over to you, Mr. Charles.
Thank you, Joseph, for filling in for Dr. Benny. Sorry about the little glitch with Dr. Benny. I don't know what happened to her mic. She can not hear us for whatever reason. Hey, but we do have a bunch of leaders that can step in at any time and make things happen. So thank you again. Thanks, Dr. Benny. I know you don't hear us. Thanks, Joseph. Joseph is actually one of our big leaders here. He is French speaking, even though he still speaks good English, in my opinion. He's one of those who conduct our French webinars. So we thank you, Joseph. The community needs more people like you. Okay. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome from wherever you're dialing today. I hope you are just as excited as me, especially those of you who have been exposed to this opportunity. For those of you who are new today, I will be talking to you about this opportunity. And the way I do that is I tell you my story. I can tell you for a fact it is a life-changing opportunity. It is a once upon a time kind of opportunity, or once in a lifetime opportunity, I mean to say. Okay. But the way I do it, again, I tell you my story. I tell you how I got to know about this company and what are the reasons why I decided to be part of this company. Hopefully, you can, resonate with my reasoning and my reasons, and then you can be part of us as well, right? So, like Joseph said earlier, I have been in the United States for over 35 years. I'm in my 36th year to be exact. And throughout that time, I've been working like everybody else. I've worked 2 jobs sometimes just to make ends meet. For the most part, I've worked in the IT industry. Okay, and for those of you who are familiar with that industry, it is very broad. However, I've been blessed enough to touch almost every field in that area. Okay, I hear some noise. I'm going to have to make sure people are force muted. I just did. I'm also going to lock the webinar so that we don't get disturbances. And I just did. Okay, so during those 35 plus years, I've been working in the IT industry, but I've also been looking for other opportunities, other ways to make money. And about just over 34 years ago, I ran into the works of Mr. Warren Buffett, who happens to be one of the wealthiest people on earth. And Mr. Buffett says, I should say, that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Now, that's a statement that has resonated with me all the time, okay? So I've been looking for ways to make that kind of money. In that process, I also ran into Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, who is independently wealthy also. He's one who impressed upon me that yes, you do have rich people in this world, but you do also have wealthy people. The rich people tend to work hard for their money. They make a lot of money, no doubt about that. But they work hard for that money. They go to work, they get paid. Don't go to work, don't get paid. The wealthy people, on the other hand, make money passively. We call it passive residual income, okay? And that's the kind of money you make in your sleep. So I got interested in that kind of money. So I decided to retire from my corporate America job, March 17th, 2017. And I recall one of my colleagues said to me, Charles, you must be very lucky. You must have saved up a lot of money to be retiring this young. And I said to him, on the contrary, I've been working for so long, I simply have not been able to save up the kind of money that I want. So I have to do things differently. And I reasoned with Mr. Robert Einstein, who says, you keep doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. That's his definition of insanity. So I decided to do things differently, right? I went and got myself a little office in Maryland in the United States. And one good day like that, about a year and 9 months ago, a trusted friend of mine walked into my office and said to me, Charles, I have an opportunity that I want to share with you. I was excited. And just so you know, guys, prior to retiring, I had been studying rigorously the behavioral patterns of successful people. And one of them is simple. They examine every opportunity that lands on their desk, inside out, and then make an informed decision. I started developing that kind of an attitude. So when my friend came to me, I said to him, friend, I will look at this opportunity. That's for sure. But I just have a small request. I have 3 questions that I want you to satisfactorily answer them for me before we can move on. Question number 1, this opportunity that you're bringing to me, am I going to be able to make money if I cannot recruit one person? If I cannot sell to even one person? That's a very important question. Am I going to be able to make money? And when I say money, I mean real money. I mean enough money to give me financial independence. And I know that financial independence, if I were to ask each and every one of you what it means, you'll tell me something different. To me, it simply means I'm making enough money to do what I want, when I want, where I want, and how I want. So my question to my friend was, am I going to be able to make that kind of money if I cannot recruit even one person? And he said to me, Charles, yes, you will. I said, okay, well, let's go to question number 2. Do I have to come out of pocket every month in, month out, to pay some bill? In the industry, they call it ownership. Do I have to pay a monthly ownership? He said, nope, Charles, when this company launches, you'll pay once and you're good to go. Sounded good to me. I was excited. I was about to ask him my last but not least question, 3rd and final question. But before I tell you what that question is, I just want to share with you how I came about that question. So towards the end of 2016, I knew for a fact that I was going to stop working for corporate America. And I decided to coin those 2 questions that I mentioned to you guys. They helped, they worked very well for some time, at least for a year and a half to 2 years. I landed on some very, very good opportunities. I was making so much money, I thought I had arrived. I thought life was good. But a year and a half later, 2 years max, all of them went out of business. All of them took a nosedive. So I had to do another thing that, excuse me, successful people do so well. They fail forward. And failing forward simply means if you fall down once, you get up once. If you fall down 10 times, you get up 10 times. You dust yourself. You look at why you fell. You examine it to see why you fell. And then you move forward with experience so that you do not repeat the same mistakes. Upon examining and trying to figure out why I fell, I realized one thing. All of these companies that I was involved with, they had one thing in common. Each and every one of them did not have a legitimate, viable product. By legitimate, I mean legal. By viable, I mean necessary, something that mankind needs on a daily basis. Okay? And I do know we have a bunch of folks from Nigeria, and most of you, if not all of you, should have heard of a company called MMM. MMM came around a few years ago, some years back. Few people made money, lots of people lost tons of money. When you go back and you look at MMM, they simply did not have a legitimate, viable product. MMM is not the only company out there like that. There are many of them. And in fact, they pop up on a daily basis. I've been a victim of a few of those, so I know. That became my third question, guys. I looked up at my friend and I asked him, this company that you're about to present to me, do they have a legitimate, viable product? And he said to me, Charles, you have an IT background. You should be able to understand these products better than me. So I decided to go take a look at the products, came back to him. Very excitedly, I said to him, friend, should these people succeed in what they're trying to do, we're going to have a shakeup of the internet. We're going to have an internet quake. Okay? Now, by the time my friend came to me, the company had been in pre-launch for about 6 to 8 months. So I told him, I said, we only have one small problem. We're going to have to wait some time. We're going to have to wait 3 more years, maybe more. They are going to be in pre-launch for a while. And he didn't like that. He said to me, Charles, why do you say that? I said, it's simple. I understand what they are doing. You asked me to look at it. I looked at it. I know what they're doing. They're using artificial intelligence, AI, for short, in every process, in every step of the development process. And AI, guys, is a disruptive technology. AI is yet the most disruptive technology mankind has ever known. And a disruptive technology is one that comes every once in a while, will change the way we do things. We do not have a choice. In short, it'll disrupt our life. That's why it's called disruptive. Okay? AI is also very involved. It involves machine learning. It involves empirical data. It involves millions upon millions of lines of coding, for those of you who are familiar with software development. And that is why I told my friend, we're going to have to wait. Okay? But I also told him, I don't care how long we're going to have to wait. I do not want to miss out on this opportunity. I had something called FOMO, fear of missing out. I had missed out on a few opportunities earlier on in my life. I wasn't going to miss out on this one. At no cost, because I also asked him, how much is it going to cost me to become part of this company? And I was expecting him to tell me something like $10,000, maybe more. I had my credit card ready, guys. My friend looked up at me and said, Charles, all you need is $97, $97. And I said to him, you've got to be kidding. He said, nope, I'm dead serious. I said, okay, well, here's my card. Okay. By the time I was done paying for it, it costed me $102. So yes, there's a $5 fee for credit card processing, credit or debit card. Big deal. Okay, I told him consider that dinner for two. Okay, but I need you to do me a favor. I do not have 3 years or more to be monitoring this company, to be monitoring the progress of this company, because I have to put food on the table. I want you to call me when they are closer to launch. Text me, do whatever it takes, so I can know that they are closer to launch, and then I can get more involved. He said, deal. 8 months later, he gave me a call. Charles, can you make yourself available in 1 week's time? The CEO of this company wants to talk to everybody. And I said, sure, I'll be there. 1 week later, I hop on the call, and there was Mr. Ash Mofara. Mr. Ash Mofara is the founder and CEO of this company. For those of us founders who have been with the company for some time now, we have come to know and love Mr. Mofara very dearly, not only because he's going to help us make money. I can assure you he will help us make a lot of money. but also, and more importantly, because of his heart, his love for humanity. There are lots of geniuses, people with brains out there. You have Bill Gates, you have Mark Zuckerberg, you have Jeff Bezos, you have a bunch of them. But the heart is a missing piece. When you come to join our company, you're going to find out that Mr. Mofara has got the brains and he's also got the heart. So a lot of us leaders tend to resonate with him very, very well. Okay? But mind you, I was listening to him for the first time. And he came on and he said, folks, we have been making a lot of progress. In fact, we are closer to launch. So he got me. I was confused. I said to myself, how can he say that? It's just 8 months ago. I told my friend, we're going to have to wait for some time. Now he's saying we are closer to launch. Well, he got my attention and I was listening keenly. He went on and said, we have leased a building in Bangalore in India. Now, a high-rise building, and we have leased 2 floors in that building. Okay. For those of you who are familiar with Bangalore, it's like the Silicon Valley of India, right? We've also hired 200 engineers, he said. 200 very strong engineers. And these engineers are working day and night to make sure our dream is realized. So now I'm beginning to think, okay, most startup companies are going to have 20 to 25 engineers. Most startup companies are going to have these engineers work 8 hours, 9 hours, or maybe 10 hours a day. Okay, Mr. Mofara goes to the source. And when I say source, for those of you who are in IT, you agree with me that Indians, they are the best in the game. It goes where you have the best. And labor is also cheaper in India than it is in the United States. Way, way, way cheaper. Okay. So he didn't get 20, not 25 engineers. He got 200 of them, the best of the best, the cream of the crop. And these guys are not working not 8, not 9, not 10 hours a day. These guys are working 24/7. These guys are working around the clock. They are taking turns to make sure this thing happens ASAP. So now in my head, I'm beginning to think, okay, with this kind of a resource, yes, you're able to cut time frames. With this kind of a resource, yes, you're able to do in 2 years what is supposed to take 5 years. So my belief factor goes up. Mr. Mufara went on and he said, we do have a problem. Some of us, founding members, insiders like you and I, have been unethical. We've been trying to steal our technology, and we're not going to let that happen because we have worked really, really hard to get here. So we have contacted some top-notch lawyers, and they are going to be coming up with an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, for short, an NDA for short. When you see those, you need to start signing them up. A couple months later, he called up another meeting. Folks, NDAs are out. Go and sign them up. I went back, took a look at it, long document, but I went through it. And by the time I was done reading it, it occurred to me that this is that time I told my friend to get hold of me. This is that time I told my friend to let me know so I can get more involved. I went back, looked at everything they had done from the time I got involved until then, looked at the time, energy, money spent, and I said to myself, we are in serious business. Okay? I looked up, there were about 40,000 founding members. And I did not see a lot of Africans among those 40,000. Today, we are way over 350,000 founding members already. And folks, I'm talking to you, this was early this year. So you can imagine the influx of founders coming into this business, okay? But at that time, 40,000 was still a lot, and I did not see a lot of Africans, right? And I was worried. I was concerned. I thought we are always exempted from these kind of opportunities. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to make sure we get as many Africans in here as possible. Okay? And if you're here and you're not from Africa, do not feel bad. We love you. We just want Africans to be also part of this, right? So as you heard the announcer said earlier, I became a man on a mission for this reason. And I said to myself, I'm going to talk to everybody I know who wants to listen. Okay? You have ears, you listen. If you don't, I have done my part. And I called up a few other leaders, who some of whom happen to be here today. And I said, guys, let's spread this out to our people massively. Let's brainstorm on the best way to do that. And we decided on Zoom. Thanks to technology, with Zoom, all you need is a smart device. It can be iPhone, it could be laptop, iPad, doesn't matter. And then you need internet access or data, as you guys call it in Africa. And then you're on. So that's why you're here today. Now, what is this company I am talking to you about? It's called Onpassive. Onpassive, as in Victor, E as in Edward. And that name was not given by chance. It is a passive opportunity. Very passive. That means you can put your little money, okay, when the company launches, and go to sleep. And money will hit your bank account day in, day out. Our CEO and founder, Mr. Ashmore Farah, that I just mentioned to you guys a few moments ago, graduated with a master's in internet marketing and information technology. He has a knack for artificial intelligence, that AI that I just mentioned to you guys, that disruptive technology. This guy is the best in traffic. He's a guru when it comes to traffic generation. Okay, what is traffic? Traffic is the reason I can dream today. Traffic is the reason I can invite you all to dream with me today. It is that important, so we're going to spend a couple of minutes to talk about it. Okay, traffic is the most important element in any business. Doesn't matter if this business is offline or online, right? So, but because most of us are more familiar with offline businesses, let's start there. Let's say you have an offline business and I have the same kind of business. And it can be any business. It can be a car dealership. It can be a tire store. It doesn't matter what it is. But let's just say it's a restaurant. Okay, you have a restaurant and I have a restaurant. Same kind of food, same title, same chef, same everything. Food tastes identical. The only difference is what? Location. Okay, your restaurant is located in a busy shopping mall. People coming in and out all the time. My restaurant is located in a back alley. It is hidden. Okay, yours is gonna fare better than mine, and here's why. People are gonna come to that shopping mall. They're gonna come there to maybe do their hair, do their nail, buy some clothes, do some window shopping. It doesn't matter what it is that brings them to the shopping mall. They are evidently going to get hungry. Look up at your restaurant, wander into your restaurant, and the end result of that is what? Sales. My restaurant, on the other hand, is going to suffer. People have to know that it is there. People have to deliberately leave their homes to come there. Okay? So it gets less traffic. So what is traffic? People, customers coming in and out of your business. That's it. What about traffic online? But before I go there, I want to say this. If you have that offline business like the restaurant, in this digital day and age, you need to get yourself an online presence. If you don't, you're asking to be smoked by a competition. That's right. Okay? Well, the reverse is not true. You can have a very successful business online with no offline presence. Typical example, Amazon. So what am I saying in essence? Yes, we do have millions upon millions of businesses offline. But as many businesses as we have offline, we have even more online. And all these online businesses, they thrive on traffic too. They need traffic to survive. Okay? What is online traffic then? Clicks, guys. That's it, clicks. If you have a business online, you can call it charlesoson.com. Doesn't matter what you're selling. The first thing that needs to happen for you to make a sale is that someone has to come on that business or visit that website and then click. That's the first thing that needs to happen. No clicks, no sales. The more the clicks, the more the sales. Okay? So we have individuals online, businesses online. How do they make money? By driving traffic, driving customers to these businesses, these millions of businesses that are online. And it's even something called targeted traffic. Targeted traffic is even bigger, it's huge, which is what our CEO is good at. Targeted traffic is driving people to a business, people that are already looking for what that business is offering. Huge. Okay? So our CEO, Mr. Mofara, is the best in this game of driving traffic. He proved himself. When he graduated, he joined a few of these businesses, drove traffic, customers, people to these businesses. He made some millions doing that. These companies also made tons of money. But here's the problem. Most of these companies went out of business. Why? I told you guys earlier, no legitimate, viable products. Any company out there is just a time bomb. So Mr. Mofara and his family, notably his wife, who is also in IT, are going to sit together and say, you know what? We do not need to keep doing this. We don't need to keep driving traffic, to keep sending people to businesses that are going to close eventually. And when these businesses close, guess what? Our people are left stranded. And we are in the middle. We are going to start our own business. We are going to get legitimate, viable products. We're going to get founding members, you and I. We're going to drive traffic to them. They'll make money. We make money. Everybody is happy. Now, that's the birth of Onpassive. And that is why I told you guys, we can dream today because of traffic. Traffic is the differentiator between Onpassive and any other business that you see out there. I can tell you that. You can take that to the bank. Okay? Now, just over 3 years ago, Mr. Mofara and his close friends, they're going to sit down and say, hey, we need to start our own business. We need to get legitimate, viable products. Now, I said 3 years ago, right? There was no pandemic. There was no coronavirus. So keep that in mind. Okay? And they're going to say we have about 7.7 billion people on Earth at the time, right? And at any point in time, any minute, statistics show that we have 7 million of those people online. 7 million people online doing something. Now, today, you can multiply that number by 10, maybe more, because of the pandemic, right? More people are online today. But 7 million people back then was still a lot, right? What are these people looking for? What kind of services do they need? Well, some of them are doing online banking. I know that. I do that. And I know some of you do that as well. And when we do those things, there are companies online that make money from our services, right? They monetize on that. And these guys are going to say, you know what? We have AI, artificial intelligence, at the back of our hands. We can have our own online banking. We can do it even better. Some people online are on their favorite social media, Facebook. I love Facebook. But when we are on Facebook, what are we doing? We're sending texts, pictures to friends, family members, colleagues, classmates. Guess what that's called? What we are doing is called community. And these guys are going to say, you know what? We can do that too. With AI, we can do it even better. And as you'll see later, our community has already started and growing rapidly. Okay? Some people online are doing e-commerce, drop shipping, email marketing. There are people online that make 6 and 7 figure incomes just doing email marketing, believe me. And these guys are going to say, you know what? We can do that too. With AI, we can even do it better. Bulk emailing, we can do it better. Okay? Some people online are doing video conferencing. That is what we are doing. Video conferencing. If you can see me, you can hear me, or both, it means you went to Zoom, put in some ID, some number, and there you are. the founders, the owners of Zoom are monetizing on our services. They're making money from what we are doing right now. Zoom is not the only company. You have Skype, you have AnyMeeting, Cisco WebEx, Google Hangouts, Microsoft Teams. You have a plethora of them, more than 25 of them. Well, Zoom is still the most user-friendly of all of those. So it's the most popular because of that. But not for long, guys. You guys just wait until Onpassive unleashes its webinar platform, and then you will know. Better pictures, 3D, more secured, end-to-end encrypted, faster, more scalable, and above all, guess what? Cheaper. Okay? Onpassive is going to help us monetize. Now, Zoom is still the most popular, right? So let's focus on Zoom. Prior to COVID-19, Zoom was averaging 10 million participants every day. Well, after COVID-19, well, not after COVID-19, April 1st of this year, during that COVID, the same company took a statistic and that number had risen to over 300 million participants. We are in December already. You can imagine what that number is today. Why is that? Every university, high school, middle school, elementary school, asking students to take classes virtually. Yes, I mean, pastors, men of God, women of God, having prayer services virtually. I have seen virtual wake keepings. I have seen virtual weddings, virtual graduations. The world is going virtual, guys. Okay? And Onpassive is simply going to help us monetize. Let's talk about another service, okay? VPN, Virtual Private Network. What is a VPN? It is just a fancy name for a tunnel, okay? A tunnel that cuts across a major network such as the internet. Okay, for privacy's sake, employers use it so that the employees can access corporate data without fear of bad guys, without fear of loss of data. Ever since the advent of COVID-19, more and more companies are having employees working from home. You have Facebook, Microsoft, all these companies, their employees are working from home. In fact, about 14 and a half weeks ago, the big IT giant Twitter announced that even after COVID-19, all its employees are going to have to work from home permanently. Yes, permanently. Facebook, 5 days later, came up and made the same announcement. Other companies have followed suit, right? So the world is going virtual. Onpassive, these guys, they say, you know what? With artificial intelligence, we can have our own VPN. Every step of the way of the development process, VPN AI driven, okay? Super smart, faster, more scalable, and above all, cheaper. When Onpassive launches, guys, the big players in this space of VPN space, right? Like Cisco networks, they will know there's a new kid on the block. I can assure you that. Now let's talk about search engine optimization. Yet another online product, big time. Okay, what is that? We know of Yahoo, we know of Bing, we know of Google, right? All these companies make a lot of money. Google is so popular, it's a verb these days. Okay, if you go to Google to search for something 5 times a day, 20 times a day, 100 times a day, free. You go to Google to have a Gmail account, 1, 10, 20 of them, 100 of them, free. You can even have a Google voice over IP phone number, free. So it sounds like everything is free in Google, right? Yet, Google is a multi-billion-dollar company. The question is, how do they make those billions? Most of us don't care, and frankly, we don't have a reason to care. It's none of our business. But today, I just want to share with you how they make that money. Only because Onpassive is going to help us make money the same way that Google is making money. So if you go to Google to search for something, it could be anything. It could be a phone. It could be whatever, a watch. But let's just say you are searching for a camera. And I'm just using camera because I have an online store and I do market my cameras through Google, right? So if you're searching for a camera, a bunch of them will pop up. And one of them is going to come from my store. If you happen to click on that camera from my store, Google charges me at the end of the month. Yes, at the end of the month, they tally up all the clicks that go towards my store and they just bill me. I have a credit card on their file. They just pull the money out. Okay, and they call it pay per click. So what's the contract? Google says, hey, if you're a business person, small or large, you advertise something through us, a customer comes online searching for that item of yours, we are going to optimize our search because you've paid us. We're going to bring that item to the top so that they can see it. Eyeballs, that's it. You don't have to buy it. Our job is done. Okay? Hence, search engine optimization, right? So, me, myself, small business person like me, very insignificant online to tell you guys the truth, but I'm paying averagely $400 every month to Google. I'm also paying averagely $600 every month to Microsoft. Why am I paying Microsoft? Simple. Bill Gates is a visionary. He saw the SEO is getting really, really popular, very big. Did not have time to start up a brand new company. Bought an existing company called Bing, revamped it, and people like us pay him month in, month out. I also pay Zoom for this service that we're on. I pay Zoom $200 every month. Some people pay more, some pay less, depending on your needs. Okay? I pay GoDaddy, a company that hosts domains for domain name service. These are some of the things that I pay every month as a small business person. Now you can imagine what the big players like eBay, Amazon, okay, Craigslist, all those big guys online, Walmart, you can imagine what they pay these companies, what they pay Google. That's how come they're multi-billion-dollar company, guys. And these guys at Onpassive, they say, you know what? With artificial intelligence, we can have our own SEO, even smarter, right? AI driven from start to finish. Super, super smart. By the time you type in the first character, it already knows what you're looking for. It already knows where you are headed. So when Onpassive launches, guess what, guys? The big players in this space like Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, they are going to know there's a new kid on the block. Believe me. So what am I doing, guys? I'm giving you some of the services that you can relate to, you and I, that we use every day. Okay? What Onpassive is doing is say, hey, what these guys are doing, if a business person, an individual, a business person, small, large, needs any service online, any service, we are going to provide it better because we use artificial intelligence. So we're going to have a one-stop shop under one umbrella. Every service that everybody needs is within that umbrella. In IT, we'll call it single sign-on, integrated. No company has ever done it. Onpassive as the first, okay? And we are there. Huge, okay? So I know some of you are founders already. Some of you are soon to be founders. The guest, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, or next week. And when you join us, you're going to get excited. And when you get excited, your friends and family members are going to be like, wait a minute, what is this? What is he talking about? What is she talking about? Okay? Some of them may even ask you, does that company even have a product? Well, yes, what you told them. We have a total internet solution, a total IT solution, or a total digital solution. They all mean the same thing. Total internet solution, total IT solution, total digital solution. Onpassive itself has its name for it. Three-worded phrase, Smart Business Solution, SBS. So at the end of the meeting, I'll take you to our onpassive.com website so I kind of show you our proprietary system that has some of these products. We have over 50 of them, guys. Huge. Now, I told you guys earlier, you don't have to recruit to make money with this company. You don't need to talk to a single person to make money. Next thing, you don't have to pay every month to be in business. No, you don't. And then the third and most important, as far as I'm concerned, the products. We have the most viable products in this digital day and age. There's no company I know that has better ones. None. So you have one company with all these three different aspects. What is it going to cost you to be part of it today? When my friend came to me, I told you it costed me $97. Thankfully, today it is still $97. For how long? We don't know. What we do know is that the price is going up very, very soon, because we are very, very soon getting to what we call soft launch. Okay, excuse me, let me drink a little water here, guys. We are soon going to soft launch. And what happens in the soft launch? We're going to be testing our AI traffic, that big traffic. Okay, and the first thing that's going to happen, even before we do that, the price will go up from $97 to $149. So save yourself some money. If you're here and you haven't become a founder yet, get back to whoever invited you so they can show you how to become a founder. If you're familiar with Richard Branson, founder, CEO of Virgin Atlantic Airlines, he said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you don't understand it, jump on it and then begin to understand it later. So this is an amazing opportunity. I urge you to jump on it. It gets even better with us because that $97 is refundable, guys. How about that? You come in, 30 days later, you don't like what you see or what you hear. I want my money back, and you get it back. It doesn't get any better than that. Okay? So you pay that $97. What happens next? Financially, nothing. Okay? You can get excited. You might want to help your friends and family make money too, right? Bring them to the webinar, show them how to do things. But monetarily, you're not going to spend one penny again until launch. Upon launch, when this company launches, and I want those of you who are guests to take a sip of water, just sit up. This is the meat of this presentation. When Onpassive launches, guys, there will be no more founders. Founding position is closed permanently. Doesn't matter how much money you have. You can have $100,000, you can have $1 million. You will not be allowed to become a founder. So this is the time, timing and positioning, key. Okay, now, the AI traffic I just mentioned to you guys is going to be going around bringing in customers and or resellers. Okay, when these customers come in, they are going to have to buy our products and services. All those 50 plus products I just told you we have: VPN, SEO, email marketing, online banking, trim URL, website builder, IP tracker. There are a bunch of them. Onpassive has put them in one big bundle, one package. And that package, every customer is going to have to buy that package to be a customer of Onpassive. How much is it going to cost? We don't know yet for strategic reasons. We do know that it's going to cost between $100 and $250. So no lower than $100, no higher than $250. Now, if you're like me, in my head, I'm thinking $250. That way, when that time gets there and it happens to be $200, well, I just save myself $50, right? Okay, but the bottom line is between $100 and $250. Upon launch, the customers will be coming in and buying that bundle. We, the founders, however, we are going to have to become the first customers. We are going to be Onpassive's first customers. We are going to be a product of their products. So we are going to go in and pay for that bundle. So in Onpassive, we come out of pocket twice. As a founder, you come in and pay $97 to become a founder, unless you don't want to become a founder, right? You become a founder. When the company launches, you come out of pocket one more time and purchase that bundle, and it will not be more than $250. That's it. After that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your money. Huge. Okay, now I want to say this. That bundle that you purchase is a monthly residual income. Sorry, it's a monthly subscription. You cannot have monthly residual income, which is why we are here, without monthly subscription. So the customers that are going to be coming in are going to pay every month, just like I pay Google, just like I pay Zoom or Microsoft, right? Fortunately for us, the founders, we are only going to have to pay once. Onpassive has promised to pick up our tabs from our profits. So what am I saying? Upon launch, you pay that $100 to $250, whatever that is, $250. That's it. Subsequently, the following month, Onpassive is going to pay that subscription package for us from our profits. The balance we can take home. Give you an example. Let's say that first month you make $750. Let's say that. Well, and let's say the package is $250. Well, $250 is going to automatically come out of your profits to pay for that subscription. The remaining $500 you can take home. That's going to happen every month for your life as long as Onpassive is in business. Okay? Huge. Now, I told you guys earlier, we do not have to recruit to make money. We do not have to talk to a single person to make money in Onpassive. Yet, if you're a guest, it means some friend invited you here. It means some family member invited you here. And you might be wondering, what's in it for the friend? What's in it for the family member? So let me use this scenario and explain what's in it, okay? All of us are founders. So let's say we have two founders, founder A and founder B. Founder A is like me, he has a big family. I have a big family in the United States, outside of the United States, okay? When I find something good like this, I want my family and friends to benefit, right? I want to give them the net rather than give them fish. So founder A is like me. He finds it. He talks to everybody he knows, his friends, his family members, maybe 50 of them. Naturally, most of them will turn him down. It's one of those things. I don't want to hear it. So let's say 10 of them followed him. Okay? And as we say, monkey see, monkey do. Those 10 talk to their friends and family members. Some of them do. Okay? So 10 talk to 20, 20 talk to 15, whatever, 15 talk to 8. Before you know it, founder A has a team of 100 founders prior to launch. Founder B, on the other hand, said, well, Mr. Charles told us we can still make money without talking to anybody. And he goes on vacation. No problem. When Onpassive launches, here's what happens. Both of them are going to make money, but here's the difference. I told you guys that AI-driven traffic is going to be going around distributing customers and or resellers, right? Founder A, founder B, founder C, founder D, founder E, back and forth by the minute. So what if at the end of the month that founder B has 100 customers driven to him by AI traffic? Founder A also has 100 customers. But remember, founder A has 100 other founders in his team that deserve 100 customers each also. 100 times 100, my math tells me that's 10,000, right? So founder A has 10,000 plus his own 100 customers to monetize on. Founder B, on the other hand, monetizes on 100 customers. Pretty good, right? So I can assure you, when you monetize on 10,100 customers, your take home is going to be a heck of a lot more than somebody who monetizes on 100 customers, right? So what is Onpassive saying? When we launch, we're going to build all our founders' teams. We're going to bring in customers and resellers, and you will make money. However, if you want to start building your own team even before we launch, be our guest. Do that, and you will not regret it. You will be happy you did it. That's all they're saying. Fair, right? Now, that package that I told you guys, you're gonna purchase upon launch between $100 to $250. It's a one-time purchase. But Onpassive has also said, okay, we will guarantee that money lifetime. What does that mean? Okay, guys, when Onpassive launches, you're gonna have 7 days. So boom, they launch, say they launch tomorrow, for example. You got 7 days, you select your bundle, you have 7 days to look at it, play with it. Okay. You can play with all those different services, website builder, trim URL, play with all of them. You're also gonna see customers dropping under your team, some commissions trickling in. You cannot withdraw yet because you haven't paid yet, right? But you have 7 days. And Onpassive says after 7 days, you can decide to commit, or you can decide to say, hey, this ain't for me. Now, what if you commit? Here's what they're saying. Give us 90 days, 3 months. And if you don't like what you're saying, if you don't like the kind of money that you're making, let us know. We will refund your money. Huge. Okay. No company does that unless they know exactly what they have. Big. Okay. Now, I promise taking you guys to onpassive.com so I can show you that ecosystem, right? I think I already have it open, hopefully. There it is. Okay. So this is the public site. Okay. All you have to do at your own spare time, just go to onpassive.com. That's actually where I'm at. Okay. Once you go to onpassive.com, you can scroll to somewhere around the middle of the page, and you will see Onpassive, our proprietary products, right? Okay. Digital marketing, I just spent a lot of time talking about it. Traffic, pretty much, that's what it is. Video conferencing, I spent some time talking about it. VPN, website builder. Guys, these are all AI hands-free tools driven by AI, okay? If you're a business person, small or big, all you have to do is a push of a button and things start rolling, okay? Onpassive Connect Me is a suite of about 6 products. It has that webinar platform I told you guys about. It has SMS, MMS. Those of you who use WhatsApp, you use Telegram, you'll be familiar with those. We have something even better, right? Email marketing, I spent time talking about it. IP tracker, this in itself is a $1 billion company. Domain registration, I told you guys I'm paying GoDaddy, right? Guess what? Upon launch, goodbye GoDaddy. Onpassive has that. Staff manager, there are companies like PeopleSoft, Oracle Corporation. When Onpassive launches, they will know there's a new sheriff in town. I can assure you that, guys. Now, you can go on your own and look at this at your own spare time. Like I say, it's public information, onpassive.com, and you're there, okay? I am going to say one more thing, and then we'll go to Q&A, right? Now, there is risk in every business. Every business has risk. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Onpassive is no different, okay? What is our risk? $97, right? For some people, that may be too much, okay? Well, if that's too much for you, don't worry. Don't become a founder. Just hang on to your money. And I'm going to show you how you can still make money with Onpassive without spending $97. Here is how. You wait until Onpassive launches. Okay, you can even wait 6 months after launch, 1 year after launch, until the products are proven. It becomes a household name like Google, any of those. You can wait. Okay, and then become a customer without paying $97. You cannot become a founder anymore. It's late. But you can become a customer. You can become a reseller, and you will make some money, but not quite the kind of money that founders are going to make. Okay, all of these big guys out there, Facebook, Amazon, Google, you can still make money with them today. Yes, you can. All you have to do, go buy some shares, wait 2 years, wait 3 years, sell those shares. You might be lucky enough to double your money, or maybe triple your money, or why not quadruple your money? But one thing I can assure you, you're not going to become a millionaire, let alone a billionaire. So the millionaires and the billionaires are made when you come in at the embryonic stage. The millionaires and the billionaires are made when you come in where it is still an ideology. It sounds good, it looks good, you take that leap of faith, that risk, you jump in it. By the time the world knows about it, you are in money. You wait until everybody knows about it, too little, too late. End of story. Okay? Now, I believe I've given you enough information to make an informed decision and become a founder today. If you're a guest and you feel you are ready to delve in, get back to whoever invited you and they will show you how. If you feel you still have some questions, some lingering questions, you have some cloud in your head, you want clarification, no problem. And you are very fortunate today because I have with me Miss Marina Favit from corporate. She represents Africa in corporate, guys. So that means she is at our service. That's what it means. She will answer your questions. She will take care of you, give you whatever information you need. Okay. So she's with us. She's here every now and then when she has time because, as you can imagine, she's very busy, right? Okay. But she's here today. I am going to let her talk a bit if she has something to say. And then she and I, we can take your questions. Okay. What we ask though is that please show us yourself. We show you ourselves. We're not hiding, right? We're going to be one big family. Okay. So we want to see you the same way that you see us, right? Now, if you don't feel like showing yourself, no problem. You can put yourself on listen mode only. Okay. All right. So, Marina, please unmute yourself and tell them a word or two before we go to Q&A.
Thank you, Charles. Can you hear me? And can you
Loud
see
and
me?
clear.
Great.
Loud and clear.
Hello, Africa. Tell me how you're doing. And hello, world. Always happy to be here. Charles Asong, you are a great leader and a great mentor as well. You know, what a privilege to be partnered with you. You know, you understand the business, you've got the business background, you've got the IT background, and you have a business of your own. So you really do understand this business. I just want to summarize quickly, you know, from my point of view, before we go into questions and answers. In summary, Onpassive, what they are doing has never been seen and never been done before. So we cannot comprehend the magnitude of how big Onpassive is going to be. What you see out there, Onpassive's tools and business model is better than anything you've ever seen before. You will be a founder of a global IT company. Now think about that. You know, I had friends that had an opportunity years ago to become a founder of Alibaba, for example, and they said, no, they're going to scam me, they're going to steal my money, throwing money away. And at the time, you know what it cost them or would have cost them if they joined? $1,000 US. Now, that is what we are asking is not even 10% of that to become a founder of this global company. You only pay twice, as Charles mentioned. One time now, $97 to become a founding member. If you wait until we're in soft launch, the price goes up to $149, but you will still be a founder. There's no first level founders and secondary founders. We are all founders. Doesn't matter if you came in on the last day. If you become a founder, you are a founder. Right. So I've covered you only pay twice. So you pay, I've covered the first part. So once for your founding member position, and once we all become customers and resellers of the product, we pay one-time package for our subscription. And going forward, our subscription gets paid out of commissions earned. And how you're going to earn that commission is because the company is going to be doing these massive marketing campaigns using their AI and placing other customers under us. So you can go on holiday and the money will just keep rolling in. And it's really nothing, I've never ever seen anything like that before. Right. You will have every single tool that's needed to be a success in business. Every single tool. We've got over 50 tools, products and services, all under one umbrella. As you saw, just a snippet of some of the tools that Charles showed you. You'll be earning residual income for life. Now, residual income means whatever you've earned this month, you're going to earn that plus more going forward, and it just keeps growing. There's no cap on your earnings. Onpassive will never say, whoa, you've earned too much money. We are going to now stop your earnings. This is how much you can earn. There is absolutely no cap on your earnings. All right. You will also be in a position to help turn poverty into prosperity. And why we're saying that is because our CEO has got a heart for humanity. And he said, I cannot do it on my own. He wants to help the underprivileged and people in poverty get out of it. So one step at a time, one person at a time, and one project at a time, we'll be earning so much money that Ash Mafara said we need a bigger calculator, a calculator with 12 digits or more, because we're going to be earning so much money. Right. You'll also be able to leave a legacy for your loved ones, because, you know, when you pass on, and that was a great thing for me, you know, what about my children? What about my children's children? And the good word says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And I do believe that this, being a founder with Onpassive, is a gift from God. You'll be able to change your family tree. You'll be that one person that will turn your situation, whether you are in poverty, whether you are just really struggling, or nobody's really made it big. You're going to be that person that your whole family will turn to and say, thank goodness for you and Onpassive. And oh, sorry, I just made a few notes here and I can't read my own handwriting. Now, if you work for a company, if you have your own business, or you're just looking to do something online, Onpassive is for all the people. I would suggest, if you do work for a company, sign up, get to your CEO or one of the directors, and, you know, call a meeting and say, I need to show you this, because this is going to be taking over the internet. Onpassive is going to be everywhere. We're not only going to be doing the massive marketing campaigns online, there's going to be TV adverts, there's going to be billboards, it's going to be everywhere when we launch. And you can say that I am part of the history making of Onpassive, because we are a paradigm shift on the internet and we will be making history. Currently, we have got 353,000 founding members. Now, you know, I don't know about you, but that is a huge number. And the company has not done any advertising. The word is getting out by presentations like this that Charles Asong does, presentations that we do from corporates on a Tuesday and on a Saturday. Charles Asong has presentations almost every week. Plus, he has the French webinar because his roots are from Cameroon and they speak French there. And, you know, it's just everywhere you look. On YouTube, you just type in Onpassive and you'll see so many other founders, just founders excited to share the opportunity, you know, with their friends and loved ones, and how they can see that this is going to change the world by being with Onpassive. So thank you from me. I am Marina Favot from South Africa, and as Charles mentioned, I am on the Leadership Council and I represent the African continent and beyond, actually. So thank you, and I look forward to answering your questions with Charles.
All right, guys, there you have it. You heard from the best of the best right here. So come on with the questions if you are here again and you have some doubts. Hopefully, if you're a founder, you know, you can wait and give the guests a chance. If there are no guest questions, you can now ask your questions. But if you do, be sure to ask questions geared towards the guest, that they can understand the business better. There are certain things that are just proprietary. We cannot share them here. And that's why we have founder only webinars that you can ask all those kind of questions. Okay. So let's give room to all the guests here. I hope we do have a bunch of them, because those are the people we love even more, right? We love you founders, but we love the guests more. Any questions today?
Yeah, I did see there were a few people that said I'm new here, their first time. They might be a little bit shy. But what you do at the bottom of the screen, or if you're on your smartphone, it's got a little icon that says raise hand. If you raise your hand, okay. Oh, well, I'm not sure if I said that correct, has raised their hand. If you can unmute yourself and ask your question, please, and maybe turn your video on. Owoeye. Oh, yeah. Sounds correct.
Even I can't pronounce that, so
I'm trying.
don't feel bad.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Yes, excellent. We
Thank you
can hear
very much.
you. Can you turn your video on, perhaps?
Yes, my name is Owege. As you rightly said, you try my
Thank
name. I'm
you.
Yoruba.
Where you? Okay.
Yes, God bless you. Yes,
Thank
I
you.
really, I really enjoy your let me say your contribution toward this thing. Though I'm a new person here, I joined around almost 8:30, and I had it. I just had to join the Zoom meeting. So I've been hearing about at AI for some time now, almost let's say 5 or 6 months ago, about artificial intelligence. That this is my happiness that I'll be hearing a company that will be start using that. Now you are not talking about the founding members. And when is it going to last? That's number one. When is it going to last? I'm talking of the ending, the time that we will not be able to register as a founding member. Then secondly, supposing we are founding member, are we going to be getting income for that? If we don't participate in that whole 50 that we say we'll be booking it that it be once once, and then we'll be getting our income from the company. That's my question.
Okay. Thanks. I missed when you joined, but I've heard that you said that you've only recently joined. Okay, good questions and questions that most people do ask us. Firstly, if you do nothing, on passive, the word passive is literally what this business is. If you do nothing, once we launch, you have to pay. Everybody has, all of the founders that's paid their $97 has to pay a one-time payment at launch, the first subscription to access all the products, and you automatically become a customer and reseller. Now, you don't have to do anything. How you're going to be earning money is from the marketing campaigns, as I mentioned. You can be passive and not share it with anyone, and you will still earn. For example, if we get to launch and you've got no one, you've invited people, but nobody joined, they weren't interested, and you arrive at the launch day with no team members, no one that you have managed to convince to join Onpassive, you will succeed. If you are a founder, everybody wins, okay? Everybody's success it's 100% success guaranteed. Now, you've started with zero. In a year, you'll be earning between $6,000 and $8,000 US dollars a month by doing nothing, by starting off at launch with zero customers. And that is why our CEO said you're going to need a bigger calculator, because that money is just going to grow and grow and grow. And when we launch is when Ashmafara is ready. He's always said, I will not go to market until everything is 100% correct and no glitch free. So, everything is happening. It's definitely not a scam. The buildings are there. We've just moved in last month to a new premises in Hyderabad where it's 5 levels. And we've already fully occupied the first 2 floors with 400 staff members. About 250 staff are moving in this week from our Bangalore office to Hyderabad, occupying the 3rd floor probably, and more, I'm not sure. But by the end of this year, we will have, and we're on track for that, 1,000 staff members. Once we've got that and we've done our soft launch and it's glitch free and everything's running smooth, then we will launch to market. But it's going to happen within the next few months, the next few weeks. It's going to happen very soon. So I would just say, a lot of people say, I'm glad that it hasn't launched because I haven't had time to share this with the people that I'm wanting to, because this is definitely a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's certainly not going to come around in my lifetime again, the opportunity that's presented itself with Onpassive. So just be a little bit more patient and just share it with as many people as you can. There is an opportunity to earn a bit of a bonus during our soft launch. If you have got a bit of a team, you'll get a bit of a bonus as well. But that's just a one-time payment just to help us through until we do launch. Thank you.
I thanks Marina for that. I think he also asked when will you stop becoming a founder?
Oh.
So upon launch, meaning not soft launch now, the public launch, that's when you cannot become a founder anymore. So you'll be able to become a founder from now until then. Now it's only $97. When soft launch starts, it'll be $149. But you're still going to be a founder. Those people coming then are still going to be founders. It will just cost them a little bit more. Upon launch, gates are closed permanently. Okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
once we launch, there will be no more founding member positions, but you will always be a founder once you've paid. It will be renewable after every year. You just need to push a button to say renew my founder member position. Once again, whatever it costs, it comes out of commission earned. You'll never have to come out of pocket again for anything once you've paid that 1 month subscription. That's it.
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful.
Pleasure. Can you just
got it.
lower your hand again, thanks, so that we don't get confused?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And then Okwe, sorry. Can you please unmute yourself and ask your question? Okwe? Okay, then we'll move on to Divine Tapon. Can you please ask your question? I see you are unmuted already.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Divine. Hold on for Okwe. Thank you.
Okay, you pronounced the name correctly. It is Okwe. You tried.
Thank you.
Yeah. I want to ask, why are we paying the $100 to $250? And what if we didn't pay? What will happen?
Charles, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, I'll take it. Mr. Okwe, I don't know, is your video on or something, or you don't have video?
Yeah, my video is on, but I'm in a place that is that there's no light. There's no light. Yeah.
Okay, all right, no problem. So, Okwe, if you listen to my presentation, I said we have more than 50 services, right? Products or services, same thing, interchangeable. And those services have been put into one bundle. So that's what the customers are going to be paying, right? When the customers come in, that's what they're going to pay. We, as founders, we are also customers. Everybody in Onpassive is a customer first, okay? Doesn't matter what your title is. We are founders, but first of all, we are customers. The people that come later, they're going to come in as customers or as resellers, but the resellers must be customers first. So everybody is a customer. Now, the only good thing for us is that we will pay for those services. In other words, when you pay that money, you have access to all those services. You have access to website building tools. You have access to VPN. You have access to email marketing, all those things that I mentioned, right? Now, those things are supposed to be monthly subscription. Just like I told you guys, I pay Google every month, right? I pay Zoom every month. But because we are founders, when we pay that one time, Onpassive will pick up the tabs for us subsequently. So we're not going to pay again. So basically what that means is you have access to those tools whether you need it or not. You may not need it. It doesn't matter, okay? If you need it, great. If you don't need it, it doesn't matter. You have it available to you. What's important is that those customers, as they come, as they pay every month, you as a founder, you'll be getting commission from their payments every month.
And
I hope that makes sense. Okay. Did we lose him?
did it make
Okay,
sense?
did that make sense?
All right. That means the payment is very, very compulsory. Yes. I said that means the payment is very. Yes.
Okay, so I know you asked again what happens if you don't pay. Here's what happens if you don't pay. Okay. When Onpassive launches.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
When Onpassive launches, okay, just listen now. When Onpassive launches, you have 7 days to make payment, right? So you will select the product. You have 7 days to make payment. Within those 7 days, you have access to all the tools. Within those 7 days, you will see customers as they're trickling in, right? The ones that Onpassive or AI traffic are going to bring to you, they're going to trickle in. You're going to see some commission in your wallet. You won't be able to withdraw that money because you haven't paid yet, right? So that money accumulates. So let's say for that first 7 days, let's say it goes up to $500, for example, okay? Well, in order to pull that $500 out, you must pay that one-time money. It could be 200, it could be 250, right? You must pay that money to pull out the 500. You must activate your account. If you decide not to activate that account, all that money, the $500 will disappear. You will start on a clean slate the next 7 days. So on the 8th day, you will start a fresh new 7-day series, okay? They'll give you another 7 days to make payment. You'll see commission again. That process is gonna repeat every 7 days until you make payment. But if after 1 year of 7 days, 7 days, 7 days, 1 year you cannot pay, you cannot activate your account, then you will be dropped as a founder. So you have 1 year to make payment.
And then also to add to that,
Yes.
you know, there's going to, whoever invited you, for example, your sponsor,
Yes.
might be able to help you, because in our wallet, we'll be able to transfer funds to other people's wallets, you know, the O wallet. And you can say, look here, I've got this commission. If you can just help me, you know, it's all about trust and building a relationship with your sponsor as well, or your team members, to say, I don't have this money now. Can you pay for it? Let me activate it. Let me get that money out and I can pay you back. So everyone will be able to make their payment, because people are going to be able to pay it forward, you know, within the organization from one wallet to the next. So I wouldn't worry too much. It sounds like maybe you're thinking, I don't have that money. Not everybody has that money, but there are ways of overcoming it. You know, you can just take a screenshot to say, there's my commissions. This is what I need to pay, as you know. Can you help me? I've only got $50. Can you help me with the balance? And I will pay you back as soon as the commission comes through. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. There are ways to do it.
Okay. I think I see Galaxy S8. Galaxy S8. Do you have a question? And I know your name is not Galaxy S8, but do you have a question? Somebody says how much is I'm reading at the chat. One-time subscription after lunch. It's between $100 to $250. We don't have an exact price. So if you wanna be on the safe side, just think of it as $250. And when that time comes and it happens to be $200, you can use the $50 and treat yourself to a dinner, to a very exquisite dinner. How about that? Okay. Mr. Olajide, you can unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. You're muted. Click on the thing.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. Yeah, please, I want to ask. You asked us that you told us that we, after the launch, we are going to be given 7 days to choose our product and pay. I want to know, how are we going to choose our products? Because I don't know, we have about 53 products now. Are we going to pick only one, or are we going to pick 10? How are we going to pick it? How are we going to know the one that is better or that we are going to pick?
A very
That
Okay.
good question.
Got your question. You don't
Yeah.
need to go on and on. We got it. Okay.
Very good question, but everything, all the products, that's why, you know, the price is affordable it's going to be affordable for everyone, between $100 and $250. All the products that Onpassive has now and going forward, as they design new products, we are going to have access to for that one-time payment, that one-time subscription, all the products. So you don't have to say, oh, I don't know which ones are going to work. I don't know these products. You're going to have access to all of it, and you're going to be able to, well, the company will do the reselling for you, and you'll be able to share the link for all the products. When you share your link to someone they've got a selection and they say, oh gosh, this is what I've been looking for. I'm looking for a webinar platform. I'm looking for search engine optimism. I'm looking for advertising campaigns or marketing campaigns. They're going to have all the products, and so will you, under one umbrella. So it's the one-time package. I mean, one-time subscription for all the products. So it's not the package is a bundle of all the products put together.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
What a bargain, right? Right, Olajide? What a bargain. Can you imagine?
Better than you expected.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Tola,
Pleasure.
you can ask your question, Tola.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be in this group.
We can hardly hear you. Can you like speak closer to the microphone?
Good evening.
Evening.
We can hear you, but you're still kind of faint. Can you do better?
Good evening.
Good evening. I
Good
guess that's
evening.
how best you can go, right? Okay, go ahead.
Oh yes. Oh yes. It's a pleasure to be on this platform. I've been so excited with the delivery, and I'm very sure that this is going to be a good investment. But the question I have is this: when you talk about traffic, is it the founders themselves that will create a website where this traffic will be coming, or the investment in Onpassive will be doing the business on our behalf?
Very good question. When we get the 7-day free trial at launch, on that same day, we're all going to get a website and domain. If you understand how to build your own website and you're wanting to be hands-on and create your own website, you can do that. But if you don't, it's all done for you. It's AI driven. The AI creates your website for you. You don't need to know anything about website builders and ClickFunnels and domains and anything. You know, a lot of people like myself, I never had a clue when I got into. I started learning as I grew with Onpassive about these products, and it's amazing what all these products can do. But I don't need to know how to use the products now or what the products do. You just need to be a founder. You need to pay your one-time subscription, and the company will build your website for you. Every day, your website is going to have a different image, which is related to Onpassive. And also, if you have another business that you're wanting to promote, that's the other great thing about it. You can put that business onto your website, and Onpassive will generate leads to that website as well, provided it's legal and compliant. You know, the company has to be legal and compliant. Thank you. Very good question. Are you a founder yet, or are you still a guest, Tola?
I'm already a founder.
Well done. Congratulations. Thank you.
So much. Yeah.
Does that answer your question? Tola, you can just unmute yourself again and tell us if your question was answered. It's okay. Struggling with it. Anyone else?
Anyone else? Let's see. Anthony. Anthony, you can unmute yourself. And by the way, our private webinar for today has been postponed to tomorrow at 1 p.m. for those of you, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for those of you who are founders. So generally, we will be rushing to go to that webinar, but there is no rush today. So if you have your question, feel free. Anthony, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry, you cannot get me because I don't know if I have on my video because of where I come from. But I want to get clarification because I'm a founder already. The doctor mentioned that the earnings between $6,000 and $8,000. I want to confirm, is this earning of 8,000 between 6,000 and 8,000? Is it monthly or per?
It's monthly.
Is it monthly?
Yes. The first
Okay.
few weeks, few months, whatever, you'll be earning a few $100s. Then it will increase to $2,000 to $3,000, and by the end of the year, you'll be earning about
Okay.
$6,000 to $8,000 a month. That's
Okay.
with nobody in your team. If you've got a bit of a team, you're going to be earning much more. For example, if you've got about 120, you'll be earning about $350,000 a month. But the company is
Thank you.
also going to put those customers in team, build your team and build your business for you.
Okay.
I hope that excites you enough, Anthony, because
Of course,
it should give you some sleepless nights.
So, of course, Charles, awesome. I appreciate all the works people are doing. And
No
it is
problem.
motivating us that before the soft launch, we are putting more because our leader, Pastor Paul 360-degree, is motivating us, and we will do wonders before the soft launch.
So am I right to assume that you are in Abuja?
Yes, right. I'm in Abuja, even with Pastor Paul 360-degree.
I know. So you will see me during soft launch. I'm very sure about that.
Yeah, of course, yes. Thank you very much.
No problem.
And I hope my leader, Paul 360-degree, is listening.
No, he is. He's one of our co-hosts here. He's listening.
Yeah,
Okay?
I know.
Right.
Thank you very much. Yes.
I'm listening keenly.
Oh, Polo. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So I think, is there any other hand up? I don't see any. Now, let me see if there's anything on the chart. Okay. I think the only one there had been answered. Okay. All right. So it looks like there's no other question. Hope I'm not missing something or somebody.
I don't think so. People are chilled tonight. It's awesome.
Right. That is good. That is
It's the
good.
silly season. We're in December month. Christmas is around the corner, and everyone's starting to wind down again.
Exactly. So that's nice.
It's good to see a lot of new faces here and other founders as well that haven't been on these webinars before. Hope you learned a thing or two from our genius here, Charles Asong. Really knows a lot about the business.
So if you don't have any questions, we're gonna have I see Larry is back. Larry, you're back, right? Did I see Larry? Or am I just saying things? Larry, unmute yourself.
Thank you. That was why I gave up my hand.
Yeah, yes.
Thank you.
Well, we didn't see you in the beginning, so but I'm glad you're here. I'm just gonna say tomorrow is Friday, and we'll have a webinar in French tomorrow, same time at 2 p.m. For those of you who have French loved ones, relatives. Okay, and for those of you who are in Cameroon, we have a webinar on Saturday, 2 webinars as a matter of fact, in Somatel Hotel in Douala in Bali. At 10:30, we'll have a webinar in French, 10:30 in the morning. At 12:30, we'll have a webinar in English. So we have some leaders from here that are going to be there. And as a matter of fact, those of you who are founders, that's going to happen again the following Saturday and again Wednesday just before Christmas. So that has been reserved already, okay? And we'll have leaders from here over there to take care of that. We're also arranging for some other webinars in Yaoundé, probably Bafoussam and some other cities. I know we have one already in Buea. I believe it's every Saturday, one of those days. We'll have one in Bamenda, I believe in every Sunday. So we are doing well, okay? We just keep, now Pastor Paul also has this in Abuja, and it's constant. He's trying to take it to Kaduna as well, as far as I know. Some people are trying to arrange some in Lagos. That's great. So the more of this we have locally, the better we are, the better off we are, because we're going to have as many people as possible. Okay. Marina, I don't know if there's any in South Africa that is consistent that you want to tell us about.
No, not in South Africa, but it works very well with our time zone. It will be 7 p.m. in South Africa. It will be 6 p.m. in Nigeria, 8 p.m. Cameroon, and then obviously very early for you guys in the USA. But that's every Monday. I have posted I will post it on my group. I've also got a group called, for those new people that are new. It's called Onpassive Africa United on Facebook. And I suggest, if you are a founder, please invite your guests to that. Nobody shares their personal links there. We just share regular updates and what's happening so that everyone from around the world can join in and see what's happening. And then also, whatever webinars are happening, I share on that group as well. So you can decide which one suits you. But going forward, always, as Charles mentioned, the ones that he has, then I will also be doing one on a Monday at 7 p.m. South African time. So I think that is, what is that, 12?
We're loaded with activities here,
12
guys.
p.m. EST.
Right.
I see
We're
someone
loaded
has
with
said
activities.
what happens with the company if what this company scratches, and then someone responded that you're responsible. If the company goes bang, which is not going to happen, we are not responsible as founders. Ash Mufara is completely 100% responsible if the company, for any legalities, it's his name on the documents, not ours. We are all going to get our own websites. It's not going to say onpassive.com or whatever. It's going to be marinafavits.com or charlesasong.com or beauty place, whatever your website you want to call it, it's going to be that website. So it's not going to be directly linked to Onpassive LLC, which is the registered company. So you've got nothing to lose. It's a very low risk and high reward with this business.
And for those of you who are new, please do your best or do whatever it takes to be part of our group chats, because that's how you get information constantly. And for those who are founders already, I noticed that we have way over 3,000, more than 3,200 founders in our Telegram chat, but less than 100 of those people are active. So that means those people who are inactive, they are missing out on a lot of pertinent information. For example, starting this Wednesday coming, I'm going to be putting a link up. Marina and I are going to be doing webinars every Wednesday at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. And those webinars is just, we're going to be talking about different topics every Wednesday. That's going to be beneficial to you all. We're going to see if we can invite some other influential people who know about the business to come and give us some insights, ask them some questions so you can hear from some other people. Okay. But the most important thing is it's going to be open to everybody. Well, I don't know yet if we want to open it to everybody. It probably might be founders yet. We're not decide on that. But we're going to choose specific topics. It's certainly going to be founders only. We're going to have specific topics I will talk about every week. Okay. So you don't want to miss out on those kind of things, right? It's going to help you make more money. Let's put it that way. Because like Marina said, if you don't have anybody in your team, you will make enough money. But if you want to make a lot more money, right, you may want to just get involved, and we can show you how to get involved, how best to get involved, okay?
And I've just got word now, Charles, that Michael Williams has agreed to our meeting on Wednesday at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So there you go.
Guys.
Got it straight off the press. Michael Williams, who's a mathematician on our leadership council as well. Great businessman, multimillionaire from online business. And we're gonna pick his brain.
We're gonna have the chance to talk to him. He's gonna give you some numbers, like those guys who want to hear about figures, right? He's a figures guy in the company, right?
Yeah,
so,
be sure. I'm going to post that link probably later today or tomorrow on the group, on my Facebook group. Also, we're going to have it on the Telegram group. So be sure to get connected, plug in. And the more you learn about the business, the more you plug in, the more confidence you're going to get and the more excited you're going to get. And when you're excited, people are going to say, what's up with you? What's going on? You're going to say, I need to tell you, Onpassive is going to change our lives. And you just send them your link. You send them to one of these webinars. If you are scared of, talking to people, all you say is, I've joined this business, have a look. What do you think? And, let them decide for themselves. You don't have to do any selling. We're not
Did I
selling,
see?
we're just excited and sharing.
So somebody said, can I have access to my children's Onpassive account even if I wasn't the one who paid for their thing? Of course, as long as you have the password. So whoever paid for it, I'm pretty sure has a password, right? Who asked that question? Let's chat. Who was the person? Let me see.
Rama. Mohammed Rama.
Rama?
Can
Let
you
me see. Okay.
unmute yourself and ask your question? Yes, my
Okay,
husband
Mohammed
paid for
Rama.
their account. Do you want to unmute yourself and that we can hear you asking the question?
Let me see. Mohammed, Rama, you can unmute yourself now.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, my background is quite noisy. I have kids here. That's why I was typing it in the question.
No
Yeah,
So
problem.
I just saw you say your husband paid for it, right?
yeah, and he gave me the password and all the details to the account. So I was
Okay.
asking, he is under me and the kids are under him. So I
Well,
want to ask if I can get access to their account.
if you have the password and everything, it means you can access it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, you have access to it. Except you're wondering what you're gonna do with the money or how you're gonna get the money out.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have something called P2P, right? Peer-to-peer,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So some of us have multiple accounts. Some people have 2, some 3, some 5, whatever. Some of you have a lot more, right?
Yeah.
So now, interestingly enough, when upon launch, when you start seeing money and you want to take money out, you're going to do something they call KYC, right? Know your client, know your customer, same thing, okay? And that is going to be, you're going to do that with just one of your accounts. For example, you can do yours, your husband can do his, right? Okay. That means that you can pull money out to your bank, your external bank account. That's what that means. For your kids, you have the ability to transfer the money from their accounts, right? To your account or to your husband's account. That's your decision. Okay. And then pull it out to the bank.
Yeah, I understand you. The kids are not directly under me, like they are not under my team. They are
It
under
doesn't
my.
matter. It doesn't matter where they are. In fact, they could be under me. It doesn't matter. It's still your account.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Michael Esso, I saw you were waving your finger. Is that because you have a question? Nod your head. Let me see. Do you have a question, Michael Esso? You can unmute yourself now and speak if you want to. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Also, and Marina Southwich for the good job done.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate what you have done. I'm a newcomer. I've just listened to what you have discussed on the platform, which is very interesting.
I'm glad to hear that it's benefiting you.
Okay.
Where are you calling from?
Is that all you wanted to say?
Where are you calling from?
Michael,
his
are you still
network is
there?
not the best though, I think.
Yeah, I can hear that.
You can put your video off and speak. Maybe that might help. Okay.
Hopefully, once we launch and we nice and lucrative, we can get decent network for the African continent.
That's the plan,
That would
Marina.
be
That's the
great.
plan.
Put a few towers up.
That's the plan. That's one of my drives. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this.
Is it? Well, there you go. That's awesome.
So, if there is no other question, it was nice hanging out with you guys. I've noticed that when we come here as an Onpassive family, people don't even want to leave, right? I go to the French webinar, and after the webinar is done, nobody wants to leave. See? That's a good spirit, right? We all inherit that from Ash. You guys notice that when we have a founders only webinar, Ash is just there. We hangs out. We talk for like 4, 5, 6 hours sometimes. Hey, that's the spirit of Onpassive, guys. But it is what it is. So It's a beautiful thing. It's a good thing. Okay. And no other
Oh,
questions?
yes, I am recording this, and it will be on my YouTube channel, Marina Favit #Onpassive, but I'll also be sharing it to various Facebook groups and the Telegram groups as well. So just get connected and you will find the recording in a few hours from now. You can look out for it. I always find if you listen to a recording again, especially if you're new, to pick up the nuggets, because it's a lot of information. But if you just listen, again, it will start registering and you'll start understanding. It will become part of your DNA. Moshood, sorry. Abdu, can you please unmute yourself? I see your hand is raised.
Moshood, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, my name is Moshood. I'm actually listening from Bauchi State in Nigeria.
Welcome.
All
Well,
right.
I assume that you don't have the best network, so we cannot see you, right?
Okay. You can see me?
No, your video is not on.
Okay. Okay. But can you hear me loud and clear, please?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I only, sorry, I somehow joined late, so I didn't really get to know exactly the issues that we discussed today. But I only wanted to ask him a particular question with regards to how to make people to come under you when you are inviting, how to invite people to make them to become under you.
Well,
I actually founder recently,
and you
and
became
I
a
don't know
founder
too much
already.
about
Okay.
how they,
So you're
yes,
one
I
of
don't
those
know
people
how
that are
they,
like.
Okay.
If you became a founder recently and you've not listened to a full-blown webinar, that means you're a red. You're my kind of guy. Okay. You're one of those people who, like Richard Branson says, you hear something that's nice, you jump on it, and then you learn as you go along, right? So that's what you're doing. So don't worry, you'll get it. Just make sure we have lots of webinars, right? We have, I think we have. I want to guess that you don't speak French, so you cannot come to our tomorrow's webinar, but we have another one on Sunday, okay? That you should be able to attend and get stuff. Now, your question about how to invite people, that's one of the things that, like I said, Marina and I are going to start talking about different things. This is not the best platform because there are so many different ways you can invite someone. This is not the best platform for that, right? But you can contact us privately. If you're not part of our group chat, please join that group chat and you're going to get information. We'll start having webinars that address those kind of issues. Right now, your main concern should be trying to understand as much about the business as possible. And just for now, you know someone, just tell them, hey, I just joined this opportunity. It sounds great. It looks great. I'm so excited. I don't quite understand it yet. I'm very, very new. Just join with me. There's a webinar coming, so date. And the next one is on Sunday, like I said, 4 p.m. Eastern, which I believe is 10 p.m. Nigerian time, right? So you just invite them, same link that you just used to join this one. Just invite them and let them come and hear and ask all their questions from somebody or from some people who have been doing it for a longer time, right? Who have experience with it. And then as you get to know more, then you'll be able to volunteer more information. For now, you don't want to do that because you make the mistake and tell somebody the wrong thing and they don't like it. It will be hard to get them to listen to you again. That's the problem. You want to get them one time and say the right thing that first time, okay? So, but good job. Just go to your back office. We'll have downloads. We'll have past webinars, recorded webinars, so you can understand. We have lots of webinars on YouTube. If you just go to YouTube, you just type Onpassive presentation. Like Marina said, you will see a bunch of videos from different leaders. I have mine there. That's under her channel too. You will see those if you want to listen to it. Okay, that will give you a good idea about what this business is about. I think that will be your best thing. You can do that anytime you want.
Yeah, the nice thing is, the message might be the same that Charles says, but it's always slightly different. And then people ask different questions as well, which, I suggest you don't just watch one, go through a few. so that you get a good understanding, and the questions that someone else asked might be a question that you had in mind, and we've managed to answer it in these webinars. So do get plugged in, and it's really exciting. It's a fantastic journey. This journey is so exciting because we are making history.
Thank you very much. I think I've gotten quite informed about it.
Somebody says someone told me immediately after the launch we need to do advertisements. No, that's not true.
Definitely not. If you want to,
okay,
welcome to, but no, you don't need to. The company's going to do it for us.
Right. All done for you, people.
100%.
All done for you.
Done for
That is
you.
why we're here. That is why I'm excited. That's why I'm talking to you. I'm lazy. I can't do anything. Okay. All right. So if you're like me, this is the business for you.
We'll have to be having these meetings on the beach, Charles.
Exactly.
The height of laziness and the laptop lifestyle.
That's right.
From our private jet. How's that?
That's what I'm talking about.
There
see?
we go. Happening. It's going to happen.
Yep. So
I don't see any other questions.
yes, there's no other question. So Joseph was standing in for Larry in the beginning, but since Larry is back, Larry, can you wrap this up for us, please? Let me.
Oh, so I see Val. Sorry, Val has got a hand raised, or guy. I'm not sure. Val, if you're a lady or a gent, can you quickly ask?
Larry, hold on. I think there's a question. No,
sorry.
Go ahead.
Val, can you unmute yourself, please, and ask your question? No.
Okay, Larry. Looks like the question.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Val, are you there? We can't hear you. No. Val, are you there? We can't hear you if you are speaking. I think that's it. I think we can call it a night.
Yeah, we can wrap this up. I'll see some of you,
so much.
tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Charles. Marina, we appreciate your presence every day. And I would like to personally apologize for not being part of the
My pleasure.
Joseph Salah, I appreciate you, and Dr. Benny, thanks so much. And to all the leaders in the house, we say thank you very much. All the co-hosts, thanks for all what they're doing. To our founders, we say we appreciate your impact. And to the guests, we say thank you so much. If this makes sense to you, get back to whoever invited you to this webinar, we'll send you a link and you can come on board extra. And there's a special announcement for all the new founders in the house. Please make sure that you are added to the group, the Telegram, and the WhatsApp group so that you can get the update as it comes. Most important for all the founders in the house, there is an onboarding and training webinar that comes up every Sunday. That's where you get to know more about your business and your back office. And the whole founder group would like to say thank you to Charles and Marina for coming up with an idea of subject-specific webinar. We are looking forward to this, and definitely all the founders will love to be part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being part of this, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah, you need to.
Bye, everyone.
Win it. Yes, we are in it to win it.
That's right.
In it to win it.
Woo! All right. Thank you so much.